Good afternoon, everybody. Going to get started with the pre-market close video and live stream here momentarily. We'll give it another 30 seconds or so for people to join us. All right, going to get started with today's live stream. Today is Wednesday, August 3rd, and this is the before market close video. We'll look at the crypto space. At the moment here, I did a video as well. Did the same post that I kind of did yesterday in the POW Group private community about XRP Passing Ethereum. So I did a video on that. Share that with anybody that might find value in it. But I don't think a lot of people actually know that XRP did pass Ethereum once upon a time back in 2018 in terms of market cap. And even if you did know that, I encourage you to check out that video because I give timelines and articles and things like that, links to everything. And I lay it out, and it really starts to make sense after you go through it all. But taking a look at crypto, so this morning we were in, we lost a 15-minute uptrend, and then we confirmed 15-minute uptrends from there. We dropped to a lower low, and we actually confirmed a 15-minute downtrend. Ended up being a fake out and a bear trap, and then went straight into another 15-minute uptrend here with a low, high, higher low, and higher high, another higher low. We are at risk of a downtrend here, so if we do lose 23,360, we'll confirm another 15-minute downtrend, but we are likely due for 4-hour consolidation on Bitcoin. And when we confirm 15-minute downtrends, that just means that we can expect 4-hour consolidation at some point soon. We've only got 27 minutes left in this 4-hour candle, so I could potentially see it happen on the next one. So it's a 4-hour inside bar at the moment, and it's likely going to be a second inside bar on the 4-hour time frame. So we'll see which way this breaks, but we could still see an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross. But if we do start 4-hour consolidation, we'll be looking for a higher low compared to 22,694. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the drilling going outside, but they're working on the parkade again and drilling at full force, so hopefully it's not too distracting. Taking a look at the bull and bear list, so we have BTC shorts, MGTI and BIGG leading the decline. On the bull list, we still have Ape leading the way after the partnership with Gucci. VET and Code, so VET had a deal, I think they signed a deal with, I think it was Amazon AWS. So that was, I think POW, I think we shared that, didn't he? Yep. So POW Oddflex shared it out just in Michael Saylor, or no, that's not the one here. Where was it? I thought you posted that, or maybe you posted it in Crypto News. Yeah, here it is. Just in, Cambodia's largest alcoholic beverage exporter taps VeChain to combat fake products. So actually that might be different. So VeChain, pretty sure they signed a deal with AWS. VeChain, AWS. Amazon and, yeah, so this is 1 day ago. Amazon and VeChain will enable carbon management services. There we go. Yep, so not much has changed with regards to Bitcoin. We're still watching for the potential of 4-hour consolidation, which could happen in this next month, in this next 4-hour candle. But we'll just be watching if, let's say, we close this candle in 25 minutes as an inside bar, and we start another inside bar. We'll be watching key resistance at 23,577. When we break that, we continue the 4-hour bounce, and then support at 23,261. Lose that, and we start 4-hour consolidation, and we look for a higher low compared to 22,694. So if we do drop below the low, we could drop about 2.5%, just be looking for a 4-hour higher low and still in a 4-hour uptrend with the low, high, higher low, and higher high. SPY, so it confirmed the daily bull flag today. The clue today was QQQ. And we had a bunch of POW Algo buy alerts go off. We emailed them out, and there's also another channel, a private channel in Slack that you can have access to them all there. You can see them all in there, or we email them out as well. But QQQ had a buy algo alert go off, and so did Coinbase. And you can see here Coinbase was up 22%. It's currently up 19.22%. But there's another buy alert go off on QQQ and SPY. But the clue today was QQQ. So tech sector continues to lead the way and confirmed a daily bull flags. So today we had the low, high, higher low, and higher high. And it actually ended up holding the 0.32 fib. We didn't even come close to 309.18. So once we broke resistance there at 318.81, that confirmed the daily bull flag. And we're targeting about 337 here on QQQ. That was the clue. And I mentioned in the chat room as well on the market stocks, I said, QQQ confirming the daily bull flag. That increases the odds that SPY will do the same. That was at 12:12 p.m. Atlantic, so 11:12 a.m. Eastern. And then just over an hour later, you can see here that SPY confirmed it. So that was our clue. We knew that SPY was likely going to follow suit. And that's what happened. Once we broke resistance there at 413.41, that confirmed the daily bull flag, and we're targeting about 427, and that actually lines up with our previous resistance here at 427.81. So we're dealing with 415.64. So I said, remember, if we get over 413, watch 415. We're now testing that 415.64 resistance. If we get over that resistance, then there's a lack up to 427.81. And I did move. I had about 10% of my mutual funds in my RSP left in aggressive growth. I moved 90% over to Canadian money market, which is like cash. And then I just moved half of that. So I've got about 5% of my capital now in aggressive growth. So just being very conservative and protective of those gains. So capital preservation. And going to look to potentially add some more SPXS as early as tomorrow. I didn't add it today. I'm going to hold off. It looks like we're going to close near the high of the day, and we could potentially get as high as 427, like I said, with that daily bull flag. So I'm going to hold off on SPXS. I already own some, but I will be looking to add a bit more, which is a short position on the S&P 500. The dollar, not much going on. It's a daily doji, so indecision candle. So not much to report here in terms of what I reported this morning. We are confirming a 15-minute downtrend, though, with a lower high and lower low. But we're not seeing much follow through. And then that means zoom out to the 4-hour, look for 4-hour consolidation. That's exactly what's happening. And then we'll look for a higher low compared to 105.97. But we are in a 4-hour uptrend with the low, high, higher low, and higher high. And it looks like it was a 4-hour bull flag as well. Yep, to perfection. All right, moving on, taking a look at some individual tickers. So on the bull list and bear list. On the bear list, we have WNRS, MVMD, and SMG. On the bull list, obviously we have Coin, Hood, and Shop. We also had a buy algo alert go off on Shop as well. Starting the monthly bounce. Barely any resistance up to about 67, which is lining up around EMA 12 there at that yellow line. ABNB rebounding nicely here after the weakness for a quick daily higher low. We were looking for a higher low compared to 101.10, and bulls are very eager to buy the dip. So nice recovery here after a little bit of earnings, bearish earnings reaction. Tesla up 2.5% at the moment. We are breaking the high of yesterday, and it's looking to confirm a daily bull flag as well. Actually, I already drew that out. So I said anything over 872.79 was a potential bull flag. In order to confirm it, we need to break the resistance, which is the high of the bounce at 935.63. So if we break that from here, we confirm the daily bull flag. And I'll give you the target on that. We would be targeting roughly 1,052. I think I mentioned that in yesterday's stream as well. All right, taking a look at MJ. PWR, Love, and XLY, Oxley leading the decline in the Canadian sector. WIB, PCLO, and TGOD on the bull list today. Tilray down about 0.75%. We are back in a daily uptrend with the low, high, higher low, and higher high. We are set up for potential daily consolidation into tomorrow. No major earnings reporting tomorrow. I'm just taking a quick look. I guess we have Kellogg's in the morning. That'll be interesting. See about after hours today. Robinhood, Fortinet. Tomorrow we got Alibaba as well, so that'll be interesting. Kellogg's. That's pretty much it. after close tomorrow, nothing really too earth-shattering. And then, yeah, we have Canopy growth on Friday pre-market. So all eyes will be on Canopy in the MJ sector leading into Friday. In terms of USMJ, BMMJ, GRWG, and BEV leading the decline today. On the bullish, we have FLGC, LOWL, and ACRG. MSOS down a little over 0.5% today. Daily inside bar. And we'll see how we're just basically going to be following the broader market, in my opinion, until we get some kind of news catalyst, which could very well happen as well. But we'll likely be watching likely a tightening range into Friday. And CGC will likely dictate where we go from here. And we'll be watching the S&P 500. We know that SPY is likely due for a pretty good pullback here at some point soon. We're getting close to daily overbought in terms of the RSI. It doesn't mean we can't go higher from here. But like I said, not set up well. MJ is not set up well if we do see weakness in the broader market. But the other day, SPY was consolidating on the daily time frame, and Tilray was up about 10% from the previous daily high. So it was good to see that we had a bit of an inverse correlation there. Softens the blow if we actually do have any real meaningful weakness in the broader market, right? All right, taking a look at some ticker requests. Checking in on the POW Group private community here as well. Chappie says, thanks, Rod. I really appreciate your video. You're welcome. He's talking about the XRP Passing Ethereum in terms of market cap video. My pleasure. That's why I do these videos. All right. Rashid wants to take a look at WLLW. I think I covered a lot of our other stocks that we're all normally following as well. If anybody does have any ticker requests, make sure to place them inside the private chat room in Slack with the ticker in the exchange. So taking a look at Willow Biosciences on the monthly time frame, it's pretty gross, just like every other MJ chart, right? Looks pretty much identical to MSOS. If we take a look at the monthly chart on MSOS, you have the low, the high, gives it all back, and then some. So very similar, low, high, gives it all back, and then some. But at the moment, we are getting close to monthly oversold, which I've said time and time again. If you know absolutely nothing about technical analysis or investing or trading, if you just buy when we're weekly and monthly oversold or near there, and then just buy and hold and wait until we get overbought and then sell, you do better than about 95% of retail investors, right? But it's hard to do that because you get all the FUD down here and bankruptcy, going bankrupt, and people don't like seeing their investment go down, right? And when we're supposed to be buying, people want to buy when they're feeling good about a stock, right? So if a stock's monthly and weekly oversold, then media and the narrative is terrible. Retail, is just laughing at how poor the performance is. They look at the share price and they say it's a turd, right? But the fact is you want to be buying when sentiment is at an all-time low, right? People normally want to buy here when their friends are telling them to buy, and it's a good idea, right? But usually when your friends are talking about it, or your mom and their dog, right? It's usually because it's hip and it's in and it's cool and it's making people money, right? So you want to be buying when nobody's talking about it, right? So just based on that, it's looking pretty good for a long-term entry. Obviously, just like all MJ at the moment, but daily EMA 26 has been a brick wall. You can see here that we have been unable to close above it really for a very, very long time, since it was acting as support back here in February of 2021 when we peaked. You can see here, got above it a couple of times, but ended up just getting knocked right back down. And we didn't have any real follow through. Ended up just being bull traps. If we look at the weekly time frame, though, it's EMA 12 that we're watching. You can see here we lost it as support. We had the bear cross of EMA 12 and 26, confirmed it as resistance after we lost it, came back, kiss of death essentially, and then weekly downtrend was confirmed back here in middle of April. So really since then, in April of 2021, we've been in a weekly downtrend after coming out of a pretty strong uptrend. And like I said, lower high and lower low, weekly downtrend, and then just from there, it's just been a straight bleed, lower high and lower low, lower high and lower low. And you can see here we've been unable to close above that yellow line, which is exponential moving average 12. So if we were to close a weekly candle over that, maybe if you're looking to hold off on any entries until if you're more conservative, maybe you want to see a weekly candle close over that, as that would insinuate likely more upside to come, a lot more upside. And that's sitting at 17.6 cents. So like I said, if you're more conservative, you could wait, buy it 50% higher, and when we actually close, if you're really conservative, you could wait for a weekly trend change and then add on a higher low and then set your stop below the low there at, what is it, 12 cents? Yep. So that's one way to play it. If you're not looking to use a stop loss, you could just start to dollar cost average in. But like I said, if you're a little bit more conservative, you could wait for a weekly uptrend and a candle close on the weekly over that EMA 12. But we're oversold on pretty much all time frames. And breaking to a lower low while SPY is breaking to a higher high today in the broader market. It's not really what we want to see. Definitely low volume and liquidity on this name though. If we take a look at the volume today, there's only 153,000 shares traded. So 153,000 times an average of about 12 cents, just ballpark. It's only about $18,000 traded today, right? So not a very high liquid name, right? So just be careful on this one. Don't invest any more than you're willing to lose. I wouldn't invest, more than $1,000 or something like this into this stock personally. You never know, right? You never know. Taking a look at the weekly time frame. So the 10-week moving average is there at 16 cents. And again, look at how it's been just an absolute brick wall. We got above it here, closed above it here, but we failed to confirm a weekly uptrend. Closed above it here, failed to confirm a weekly uptrend, just a lower high and lower low. And then again here, lower high and lower low, just straight weekly downtrend continuation, right? So another week and a weekly candle close over 16 would be very bullish. But like I said, I'm going to be watching EMA 12 there on the weekly time frame. As you can see, that's been an absolute brick wall at 17.6 cents. So closing above 16 cents would be great, but we want to see us close around 18 cents on a weekly candle to see a lot more upside. After that, we don't have any resistance until 25.5 cents. We're still bearish on the stochastic on the weekly, but we are seeing a bull cross of the MACD. So we've still got 2 out of 3 macro indicators left to turn and flip bullish. Still some work to do, so not completely out of the woods yet. And like I said, breaking to a daily lower low while the broader market is strong, that's not typically what we want to see, right? If we're bulls, if you're going short, that's a different story, right? You're betting the price is going to go down, that's what you want to see. We also had a bear cross of the 50 and the 100 weekly, and that occurred back here in the end of February when the price was at around 36 cents. So if you just exited on that warning sign alone or took a short there, you'd have been a pretty profitable trade, or you would have been able to reload a lot cheaper as well. In terms of the daily time frame, we had a golden cross that occurred back here in August of 2020. Had a huge move after that. That's just when the shorter term time frames moving averages are below. The 50-day comes up through the longer term, in this case the 200, which is a golden cross. And then when you have the shorter term moving averages above the longer term and it comes down and crosses, that's called a death cross. So that death cross occurred in July 2021, and that was when the price was around 90 cents. So another very important warning sign that you could have exited and saved yourself a ton of downside, or took a short position, whatever you're looking to do, right? So hopefully that helps. But like I said, definitely due for a massive bounce, and if we can close over 17 and 17.6 cents, that's what we'll be looking for. So close around 18 cents. I think we could see a pretty big move. Also EMA 26 sitting there at 25 cents as well. So 25 cents will be strong resistance after that. Zooming out to the monthly time frame, we don't have any monthly resistance really until about 48 cents, and then EMA 26 at 54 cents and EMA 12 at 35 cents. So I think we could really start to move here. Like I said, we're just waiting for the whole sector. All right, gonna wrap it up. Got about 11 minutes left in the day. SPY's trying to close as high as possible, near the high of the day. And you can see high of the day is 415.67. So we are pulling back a slight bit here into the end of the day. Daily bull flag is confirming, and we're targeting 427, but we're battling with that 415.64. We hit 415.67, so it's essentially a double top at that resistance. So if we do come down, lose the low today, tomorrow at 410, then we'll be starting daily consolidation. We need to be a little cautious because it's a double top right now at 415.64 resistance, which was our resistance number 1. Resistance number 2 after that is 427.81, which is the target of our daily bull flag. But if we lose the low, key support tomorrow is going to be 410. If we lose that, that's a very big warning sign because we double topped and we're likely going to see a lot more pullback, right? If you double top and then straight into daily consolidation, then we'll be looking at 406.82. After 406.82, nothing until 389.95. So I could easily see a pullback to around that 400 area, like I said, if we do reject here from this double top into tomorrow. Bull's gaining a little bit of steam here, though, and we could easily negate this double top. I'd like to see us close the day over 416 or around 416 to negate it. But it could be a bull trap as well leading into tomorrow. So that's just why I'm being ultra cautious with my long-term picks and switched my money market, my aggressive over to money market fund today. I got about 5% of my capital in my mutual funds now in a money market. Or sorry, in the aggressive, and the rest is in money market. So 95% in the money market, which is just like a cash fund, right? And then tomorrow, and I'm going to be looking to add to my SPXS position, which is just a 3x inverse S&P 500 ETF, right? So if SPY goes down 1%, SPXS goes up 3%, and then vice versa, right? SPY goes up 1%, this goes down 3%. So as a casing point, today SPY is up 1.75% and SPXS is down a little over 5%, right? So that's, you get that inverse, 3x inverse bear ETF. So Bitcoin, 7 minutes left in this 4-hour candle. It's likely going to be multiple 4-hour inside bars. We'll see which way it breaks, but we could see an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross as well. All right, going to end it there. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth for the pre-market close video, and we'll see you guys in the chat room in a few minutes. Have a great night.